Welcome to the start of Need for Speed 2, and officially, I of course am going to start off this LP by choosing tournament mode, and well, as for the style, well, I think just because I want to be realistic with this, I'll go with simulation mode, and officially, as for the race type, well, obviously I'm going to do tournament mode first before I do knockout, and officially, as for the style, I'm going to go to simulation, and as for our location, well, obviously I'm going to go to the first of our 6 locations, which is Proving Grounds, and as for the car I'm going to use, well, I've thought about this, and well, I've ultimately decided that instead of doing them by car selection, I'm going to do them in alphabetical order, basically. So officially, I'm going to use the first car on this list, which is the Ferrari F50, and obviously going to use manual because obviously I am a manual gamer, and oh yeah, we also get the graph for these things as well, which is one thing I didn't mention in the introduction, but yeah, so it basically explains the stats of all the car's capabilities and knowing what its advantages and disadvantages are. So yeah, I'd say this is a good car to start off with, and we also get a neat little showcase as well. Okay, I am upset, and not just because I have lost this event 3 times, but because I clearly do not have the correct car for this track. So officially, at the conclusion of that, it looks like the Ferrari F50 Strat did not work. But boy did I try. Boy did I fucking try to see if I could get this to work, but unfortunately that was a failure. And so officially, I've now decided I'm gonna see which car has the best speed. Let's see. Okay, well, the Jag does have reasonable speed, same in fact for the Lotus. Definitely not using the Esprit. I really don't want to use the Mclaren. Should I go for the Jag? What sort of speed does the Ferrari have? Is the Jag quicker? Okay, well, you know what? I really don't think I have any choice. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use the Mclaren instead.
Pursuing its goal of creating the ultimate road-going sports car, McLaren Cars spared no expense and drew upon its vast Formula One racing knowledge to create the spectacular McLaren F1, a super light, high-performance car which employs some of the most cutting-edge technologies and materials in the industry. Built on an incredibly strong and ultralight carbon composite chassis, the F1's potent BMW V12 engine, producing 627 horsepower, is capable of propelling this car to a stunning 231 mile/hour top speed, earning it the distinction of being the fastest production sports car in the world. For improved grip and handling, the F1 employs a complex system of airflow management, electric fans, and a brake-activated rear foil, whose combined effects literally suck the car to the ground at high speeds. Carrying a staggering 540,000 pound sticker price, the McLaren F1 is the most expensive production road car in the world. But for drivers that demand ultimate performance and can afford the price, few cars can match either its speed or acceleration.
Okay, so nice little briefing there of the McLaren F1, and just because I want to, I'm gonna show off the slideshow, just because I want to. Yeah, okay. And I'm just going to show off the video. And obviously don't need to do the intro again. Okay, so I've already showed off all the other sections of the car because obviously I did that with the Ferrari. And well, officially overall, I think just because I'm a coward, obviously, I am going to switch over to the Mclaren F1 because it doesn't look like the Ferrari F50 is going to be suitable for this track. And it's not in terms of cornering speed, but it's basically in terms of straight line speed, because that is probably my main issue with this track. The Ferrari does have the acceleration, but it does not have the speed to compete. So that's why I'm choosing the McLaren, because that's literally how frustrated and upset I am with myself right now.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. Hopefully this time everything will go much more smoothly. For the car I should have used for this earlier. Also, furthermore, I think both of those are Lotus Elise GT1s, from what I could tell. But yeah, I am already off to a much quicker start this time with my McLaren. Oh, don't block me. Okay. They did not block me as much as I thought they were going to. And already, I'm already off to a mind-blowing start up to this point. Wow, I am much faster than I was in the Ferrari. And, oh, okay, I did not mean to do that. I literally just made contact with the other McLaren F1 as soon as I touched the wall. As soon as I touched the wall, that was not intentional. I did not mean to do that. But I can definitely tell how much quicker this thing is. And I think because of how quick this thing is, I've probably made it too easy. Although obviously, I could very much be wrong if I knew that was the case. But, meanwhile, I have just fucked off in the distance. But anyways, so I think I've established which car I should have used on my first attempt here at Proving Grounds, but obviously I did not. And as a result, I am now just pretty much decimating the field in this event. Although, since I don't have the map up, obviously I cannot see where the AI are in comparison to me. So anyways, curling across the start-finish line now.
Best lap, final lap.
To starting our final lap. And I'm starting to contemplate and knowing if I should have used the jack for this. You know what, I probably should have used the jack for this, so I could be different, but the truth is I did not, because obviously it basically had to be my fear of getting stonked that just ultimately made me choose the F1, so that's just what I decided to go for. So, whoops. And quite surprisingly, in this race, I did not beat my PB for some reason, even though I was only a 10th off. But
Congratulations, you have won the race.
there we go. So, took me 3 failed attempts with the Ferrari, but yeah, that's one password I'll probably never remember. But anyways.
Congratulations, you've got a top time for this track.
And obviously going with Jordan because that's what I do. And ultimately overall, that is now done. So all it really took was basically just me switching over to the Mclaren F1, and ultimately overall I just absolutely decimated this field because I won by less than 12 seconds. Also furthermore, we get results for this race. So it was pretty much a lockout on the podium for the McLarens, and then in 4th was Nitrous in the closest Ferrari F50, followed by Jetboy in the Ford GT90, then it was Eraser in another Ferrari F50, followed by Scooter in the Lotus GT1, and Woody was last in another Lotus GT1. Second was Menace, and third was Zippy. So yeah, also furthermore, we get names for these AI. But officially, since I have won the race, that means I do not have to restart. And also furthermore, both of my lap times on the 3rd and 4th laps respectively were perfect. They were just literally so perfect with one another. There's literally thousandths of a second between them. But anyways, that is proof. I am officially the champion of the Proving Grounds. Next up is Outback. Thank God. So there we go. Proving Grounds is done, and so next up is officially Outback, which takes place in Australia. And as I can see there in the background, that is the Sydney Opera House. But anyways, so that was Proving Grounds after some trial and error. Outback is our next circuit, and so officially I'm now going to save my tournament progress, because I should probably do that. So just going to save my tournament progress, and I'm also probably going to save my records as well. Oh yeah, also need to put in my name. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but whatever. I'll adjust on that later. And I'm also going to save my records as well, considering 3 of those records have the Ferrari F50, but my 4th one has the Mclaren F1. But anyways, so that was Proving Grounds. Next up in the tournament is Outback. And so with that, stay tuned for more Need for Speed 2.